What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a home leg workout with dumbbells.
We recommend having several weights available so you can change up the resistance as needed.
We'll work together to build strength and lean muscle.
Let's get started. All right, before we begin our work, we are going to start with the warm-up, making sure our bodies are ready for this work. Headed to the floor, we're gonna get into a half kneeling position for our first one. We're gonna perform a hamstring rock plus hip pry. So in this half kneeling position, I'm gonna rock back and at the same time, straighten that leg, reach to the toe, get as far as you can. That's the hamstring rock. And then now I'm gonna come forward and at the same time, bring that knee out, opening up my hip. That's that hip pry. And then back into the hamstring rock. So we're just gonna alternate between these two moves, opening up our hips, groin, as well as our hamstrings, a little glute action in there, some calves. Back and forth between the two, opening it up. Last one of each on this side. Again, using that elbow to press out, keeping that foot flat. All right, same move, opposite side now. Again, starting in that half kneeling position. Let's start with that rock back and reach. Ooh, that hammy is a little tighter. And then coming forward. Also good for our ankle mobility on this one as well. Back into the hamstring rock. Breathing throughout. You'll notice when we are performing these warm-up moves, they are dynamic warm-up exercises, not just static stretches. That's best to be performed at the beginning of our workouts. Last one. And into that hip pry. All right, now we're gonna transition to a 90-90 hip rotation. So we're gonna come to our back sides. Both knees are bent in a 90-degree angle. We're opened up. And now I'm gonna rotate to my left side, keeping both knees at a 90. This one comes over. If you start to cramp here, if you need to, you can come back. If you feel good, you can stay upright. And then rotate on those heels to the opposite side. So we're just doing the rotation side to side here.
Woo.
And to the other side. And again, if you start to cramp and you need to take some pressure off, you can lean back. Or if you're feeling extra good, you can come and bring that opposite side shoulder across to the knee for some additional stretch. So giving you plenty of tools to work with in here.
It does kind of relieve the pressure when you lean forward as opposed to leaning back, but whatever works best for you.
Yeah, giving you plenty of tools to work with in here. Make it work for you. In 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, for our next one, we're gonna come up and then work our way on back to our wall. You could do this from a door. Technically, you could also just do it in open space, but the wall kind of keeps you honest on this one. We're gonna get into a half kneeling position, nice and flat up against this wall. Both my arms are gonna be out in front of us. We're gonna do a kneeling T rotation plus shoulder contour. Starting with that T rotation, I'm gonna open up. Full range of motion, keeping the opposite side arm on the wall. And then inside arm, that palm is gonna go on the wall. And then rotate around. And back. This one's great. And then just alternating between the two. This one's great for that thoracic spine, that mid back. Yes, it's, of course, you can feel it in your shoulders as well. One last time through on this side and close it. All right, same move, opposite side here, and then we'll get started with our workout. Feeling good. Starting to feel warm, starting with that T rotation. Again, opening it up as far as you feel comfortable. And then that inside arm with this shoulder contour.
Oh, that shoulder contour was nice. Oh.
Just because this is a lower body workout doesn't mean we don't also want to make sure our upper body's prepared. Our upper body, we're going to need our upper body today, just holding dumbbells, etc. Just in case you're wondering why we're warming up your whole body and not just our lower body. All right, last shoulder contour. And excellent. All right. Feeling a little better now. Feeling ready for this workout. You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready for leg day, Claudia?
I'm getting warmed up, yep.
Hope you're ready for leg day out there as well. So we're gonna alternate between 2 exercises to start. The first one is gonna be a narrow dumbbell goblet squat. So we're gonna need 1 heavier dumbbell, depending on your lower body strength. And we're gonna perform this one for 12 repetitions. I'm gonna have my feet almost all the way together. I'm gonna hold that dumbbell at the top in a goblet position. Now I'm gonna break at my hips first, full range of motion down. And as I come up, I'm gonna stop right before I get to the very top, and then I'm gonna head right, into the next repetition.
So don't lock your knees out at the top.
Yeah, so time under tension. We're not gonna let those legs take a break. That's the whole point. All right, here we go, 12 reps. And begin. Inhale on the way down, almost all the way up, and then back into the next one. Again, not a race here, slow and controlled. This is a strength training, muscle building workout. We're gonna be focusing on that time under tension throughout. When you're focused on time under tension, you'd be surprised at what you can accomplish with actually pretty minimal weight.
7.
And nice and controlled, sitting back. Keep your feet flat. We don't want to fall back onto our heels or come forward onto our toes.
3 more.
And this narrow stance is putting an extra emphasis on our quadriceps. It's a big group of muscles in the front of our thighs.
Last one right here.
All right, so we can set that dumbbell down. That's 12. We're gonna alternate this with a heeled hip up. So for this one, we actually don't need any weight. We're gonna really focus on our posterior chain, our backside with this one. So alternating complementary exercises allows us to kind of keep the pace up. So I'm gonna come onto my heels here with my knees bent at a 90-degree angle. And now driving off my heels, I'm gonna bring my glutes up, squeeze my glutes up at the top, and then return back down. Under control, doing this one for 15 repetitions. Ready, and begin. Again, driving off those heels. And I don't want you to fully relax when you come down. So we're not like, taking all the tension off our heels. So those heels are always having to drive in. And again, that's giving us that extra time under tension. With this one, we're working our hamstrings, our glutes, lower back, core, those deep transverse abdominis, deep core muscles. So important for all of us as we are aging.
Right. 3 more to go.
Starting to feel that backside burning a little bit.
Inhale. Exhale. 2 more.
Here we go. Last one.
Last one right here.
And there's 15. Very good. Okay, so that's 1 of each, and we're gonna perform 2 sets of each of these first exercises. That means we're going back to that dumbbell goblet squat. You know what to expect now, so you can adjust your weight accordingly. If you wanna increase the weight, wasn't quite challenging enough for you, or you wanna decrease the weight, maybe you didn't quite make it to 12 repetitions. Now's the time to do so. Always kind of plan in your weights. Those last few repetitions should be really challenging. That's what we're aiming for. All right, so dumbbells in a goblet position up top, feet are together, ready, and begin. Nice and under control. Not quite all the way up, stopping right before. Not allowing those legs to get that little break at the top with the lockout. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up.
Whew. Number 5.
We're starting to feel it. It's leg day. Need a little extra motivation on leg day. Reminding yourself what brought you here today. What is it? What are you working towards? That's going to be a little carrot that gets you through to the end.
3 more.
Getting full range of motion on the way down. That head and chest up.
Last one right here.
There's 12. Burns so good.
Ooh,
Check
yeah.
those legs out. All right. Moving to the floor for our second set of our heeled hip ups. Or backside. Totally optional on this one, but you could always, use a barbell or a dumbbell on your hips for some extra resistance. Okay, on those heels. Ready. And begin driving off them. And again, I want to make sure that you're not relaxing at the bottom. I want that time under tension, no break.
The light touch and then right back up.
That's right. Kiss the floor, a little peck, like you kiss your grandma. Just and that's it. And back up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Or like the way my wife kisses me when I'm misbehaving.
7. There we go. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. 8.
We'll cut that part out.
Yeah. And not much left to go. 3 more.
Under control.
Get really squeezing those glutes at the top.
That's it.
Squeeze right here. 10.
Perfect.
2 more. Last one right here.
And 15. Excellent. We're going to need 2 dumbbells for our next one. We're going to do a dumbbell deep stationary lunge. So moderate to heavy weight on this one. 2 equal weighted dumbbells. Starting with 1 dumbbell in both hands. And we're going to take a big step and drop down. So that's okay to allow that front knee to pass over those toes. And come back.
Woo.
So we're not going to hang out down there, but nice deep all the way down and back up. We're going to take a big deep breath on the way down. Inhale, exhale on the way up. Doing this one for 12 repetitions at 6 on each leg, alternating.
Alrighty.
Ready. And begin. Nice big deep step. Drop those hips and back up. You decide what weight is appropriate for you, depending on your flexibility, mobility, strength level, all the above. Maybe you don't even need dumbbells on this one. Totally up to you. But we are going to get into that deep position, the big hamstring stretch, really strengthening those knees and quadriceps as well. Good
Ooh.
posture. Oh, it's challenging.
Especially when you have dumbbells in your hands.
That's right. You got to balance as well. Got to get a big push off to get back up.
That's 9.
Inhale on the way down.
Whoa.
Last 2. Make it count. Here we go. Last one. And 12. Okay, so we can set your dumbbells down. And we're going to work our way on over to a wall or a door for the next one. We're going to do a 1-leg wall calf raise. I'm going to place my forearms flat up against the wall here. And I'm going to bring my feet back. I'm kind of on an angle here. I'm going to come up onto one leg. And I'm going to perform a calf raise, driving that ball of the foot into the floor, bring the heel up. And we're going to split our time, half and half on each side. So 12 on each leg. Ready? And begin.
So the closer your feet are to the wall, the easier the calf raise is going to be.
Yeah, that's a great point. More of an angle, the harder it is. This is one that doesn't look like much, but actually really challenging, especially when you get far away from the wall with your feet.
2 more to go before we switch.
And 12. Okay. Give that first leg a break. On to the second one. Ready, begin. Again, full range of motion.
Exhaling as you push through the ball of the foot.
Get that heel as high up as you can up off the floor. Not only good for strengthening your calves, also great for strengthening your ankles as well as mobility of your ankles.
10, 2 more. Last one right here. Whew.
All right.
I might feel that one.
All right.
Or in the middle of the night.
Be
That's
walking a
usually
little
when the
tight up
soreness
and down the
comes.
stairs like this. All right. We do need those dumbbells for our second set of deep stationary lunges.
These were sneakier than I anticipated.
All of them, or this just movement?
Just this particular one.
Oh, the lunges?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew this was going to be terrible. I mean, challenging. Okay. Here we go. 12, 6 on each leg. Ready and begin. Good posture. Bringing it all the way down. And I forgot to alternate legs. So don't forget to alternate legs. I did 2 in a row, the same leg. That's okay, I'll make up for it. I'll do 2 in a row on this side now. So I get back in sequence here.
All right.
There we go.
Here's the halfway point.
You saw nothing, it was all perfect.
It's all an illusion.
That's it. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. When your legs are working, all the blood goes to the legs and the brain stops working. All just doing the best we can out here, folks.
That's 10. Last one right here.
And there's 12. Ah, feels good. All right, we are gonna work our way over to the wall for our second set of calf raises. Working my traps too. Okay, forearms on the wall. Feet back. Again, that angle is the magic here. Get that nice angle going. 1 foot up and begin.
Keeping that back nice and straight.
Driving through that ball of the foot into the floor. Heel comes up all the way. I do like to give a little 1/1000 up at the top, just to make sure you get that full contraction.
Ooh, 2 more to go. And last one before we switch.
All right, opposite leg.
goodness.
Ready, hit it. Right into it.
Go into your happy place here.
One into the next. Every rep's making you that much stronger and getting you that much closer to your goals.
Oh my goodness.
Just a few more.
Yep, 3 more to go. Here we go. 2, 1, and 0.
Ah, excellent work.
Nice job.
We're gonna work on our posterior chain with our next one in a 3-1 tempo dumbbell RDL. We need 2 heavier dumbbells for this one. I'm gonna use the same weight I was using for my stationary lunges. Our feet are hip width apart. We're gonna start with a slight bend in our knees, and we're gonna maintain that same bend throughout the move. Now, 3-1 tempo means we're gonna take 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second on the way up. So 3 seconds, I'm gonna hinge at my hips. 1, 2, 3, 1 second on the way up. And so I'm stretching my hips back, almost like I'm trying to touch my hip to the wall behind me while maintaining that same flexion in my knee throughout. Doing this one for 10 repetitions. Ready, and begin. Shoulders stay back. Back is straight. Cannot race this one. Also, we want to keep your core braced. So that's not just pressing out on the front of your abs and stomach. It's actually a 360-degree bracing all the way around. It's like we're filling up a balloon and keeping it tight throughout. Not only going to make sure that we're engaging our core in this one, it's also going to protect our back and keep our back healthy. This one's not only working your hamstrings and glutes and lower back, it's also working that grip strength. Just holding on to those dumbbells. Also notice how we're keeping our head in line with our spine. We don't have our neck cranked up.
2 more to go. Letting those dumbbells slide down the front of your leg.
Squeezing your glutes up at the top.
Last one right here. And exhale for
So
10.
we can set the dumbbells down. No hand weights needed for the next one. We're just gonna do an air squat, but we're gonna do a high volume round with 20 repetitions. Our feet are gonna be hip width apart. We're gonna get a full range of motion squat. Nice and under control and slow on the way down, slow on the way up for 20 reps. Ready,
Be patient.
begin. Patient.
Hopefully I can keep count. Hopefully I don't
Recommend
lose
you
it.
do a backup count at home,
Yeah.
just in case, right?
Just in case.
We are human. We try our best. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Again, purpose here is just to increase our overall volume. There are different levers that we play with in strength training. Frequency, load, that's the weight you use. Volume is one of them. So yes, we love our dumbbell squats, but we don't usually do 20 of them, right? So we're doing a higher volume here. Inhale on the way down, keep your feet flat.
And here's number 10. You're halfway.
We're driving through that midfoot, so it's not allowing us to fall back onto our heels or fall forward onto our toes. Shoulders stay up. Just constantly checking yourself for form. All these little form cues I'm giving you. Be checking yourself. While working out in front of a mirror sometimes can be helpful. Catches things that you don't realize you're doing. Continue to sync that breathing with your movement.
All right, that's 15, 5 more.
Like I said, that high volume is starting to catch up, right? Starting to feel a little burning sensation. That's good. Can't be changed without first being challenged.
A few more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one.
And there's 20. All right. So we are moving back to our second set of that dumbbell RDL. A couple of big, deep breaths here.
And if it helps to roll your shoulders back before you get started and then move into the RDL, that will probably help if you're having an issue with keeping a nice straight back.
Sure, yeah, it's a great tip. Again, 2 dumbbells needed. And if you need to adjust your weight, right? It was too light, too heavy first time around, adjust it now. It's at 3-1 tempo, makes it more challenging. So maybe not using quite the same load that you would without the 3-1 tempo. Feet hip width apart, starting with that bend in our knees. And again, hips back first. There's your move. Hips back. Ready. And begin. Keep my shoulders back so I'm not reaching here forward. And again, I always really appreciate the cue on this one. Like you're trying to touch your backside to the wall behind you. All right, so you're just stretching your butt back as you hinge at your hips. And
Your
again,
knees are always going to keep the exact same angle for the most part.
yeah, don't turn it into a squat where you're coming down and your knees are bending like so.
You should feel a really big stretch in your hamstrings back there.
And again,
5 more to go.
really working that backside. And if you're not used to working your lower back, you might be feeling your lower back right now. I'm saying, oh no, that's not a good thing. Sure it is. We need to work our lower back. There are muscles back there. Your spinal erectors, we are working them, strengthening them just like the rest of your body.
2 more.
Don't be alarmed if you're feeling your spinal erectors working for the first time here. We often work your lower back along with your legs.
Last one. That was it. That's
All right.
10. Good job.
Dumbbells are down because we have our second set of air squats now. Gonna burn out those legs with this second set. Here we go, 20 reps. Ready, and begin. Under control here, yes. Strength training takes some patience, right? I just wanna go fast and get it over with. Well, it's not gonna give you the same results that we're looking for. Again, we are looking for that time under tension in today's routine. One of the keys to effective muscle building and strength training. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. It's a good time of the workout to remind yourself of why you hit that play button today. What is it? What are you working towards? Gonna be that carrot that gets you through to the end. We're all here for a different reason. And we're working through it together. We're all feeling those legs.
And that's 10. 10 more.
Come on, you got a HASfit Tribe. Last 10 squats. Nice and slow. I know, it's excruciatingly slow. It's on purpose, though. It's by design. Trust the process here. You got it. Come on, almost there.
6 more.
Going up day after day. Getting a little closer to that goal. You're doing it right here, right now.
4.
Come on. Ooh, those legs are gonna feel good later. Come on.
2. Exhale. Last one right here.
Come on, finish strong. And excellent.
Nice job.
All right, we made it.
We made it.
I'm
You
gonna
made
feel
it.
this leg day tomorrow.
gosh.
Actually, maybe even tonight. It might not even take till
Yeah.
tomorrow. But so I don't feel it too much. We are gonna do a cool down. Helps relieve some of that soreness over the next few days. Moving to the floor, we're gonna go into a piriformis stretch. I'm gonna put my right ankle up onto my left knee, and now I'm gonna start by pressing that knee away. Feel that stretch in my hip, and now I'm gonna pull that knee across my body to my opposite side shoulder, feeling that stretch throughout your
my.
glute and hip.
Ooh-wee.
That one's working for you?
Oh my.
Hitting right?
Wow.
Okay, switch it up. Go back to pressing
The compound of all my previous workouts.
and pull on it. Yeah.
And that bike ride up the hill my kids made me do yesterday.
And pressing away
Yep.
and pulling across. All right, same move, opposite side now. Starting with the pushing the knee away. And then pulling that knee across. Last night in bed, Claudia asked me, so what are we filming again tomorrow? I thought, a leg workout. She was like, well, I might have pressed it a little too hard on my legs today. I was like, well,
man.
tomorrow should be fun for you then. And pulling across. So we're feeling it too.
Honestly, this stretch is nice. I never, on my own accord, do much
And that's why we put it in the videos.
stretching.
And pull across. All right. And relax. Very good. We are going to turn over now into a downward dog position. You can either start from the floor, or if you want to start from a standing position, you can walk out. Leave that up to you. Now I'm going to relax my shoulders and I'm going to drive my hips back. Like somebody's behind you pulling those hips back. And don't worry about how pretty it looks. Even if you're not a certified yogi, you can still get the good stretch here in your posterior chain.
I mean, ideally, you would have your feet and your heels all the way flush with the ground, but do the best that you can. Sometimes you'll see me do a little bit of a march out just to get that extra stretch in my calves.
All right. And from here, we're going to move into a child's pose. So now we can come down onto our knees, sitting back onto your calves. Go ahead and crawl those fingers out, extend them, sitting back, relaxing your shoulders. And we're just going to hold here. Take a few big, deep breaths. Allow that heart rate to come down slowly. And just take a moment to be proud of yourself for what you achieved today. There's a reason why everybody jokes about skipping leg day, and it's because it's tough. It's a whole lot easier to skip, but you didn't skip it today. You got it in. And 3, 2, 1, 0. One of the things that we found that really helps keep everyone on track is following a dedicated program. So you know what you're doing day in and day out. Where can they find those, Claudia?
They can find those on the HASfit app, which you can download to any device.
Yeah, regardless of your goal, muscle building, strength training, weight loss, we have it there for you.
That's right. And don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channel.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.